We're going to talk about crankbaits for a minute. You see a few different styles and models in front of you here, but this really is just barely scratching the surface as far as crankbaits go. There is just an endless amount of styles and colors and sizes on these things. And these are just a few that I have that I tried to mix it up to give you some different colors and styles, but as far as crankbaits go, most of the time you're going to be dealing with crankbaits that float. Sometimes they're suspending models. What that means is you reel the bait down and say you stop it and the bait's 4 feet under the water. It sits right there at that 4-foot range. It doesn't float back up like a floating model would. And sometimes you even see sinking models. They're not quite as common, and for the purpose of this video we're going to stick to the floating model. But like I said, they come in all sorts of different styles and designs. A lot of times crankbaits will have rattles like this. There are silent ones as well, but I'd say the majority of them use rattles. You'll notice going from left to right, the lips on the front of these baits get bigger. What the lip on a crankbait does is it basically determines the depth, how deep that bait can run. You know, a lure with a lip like this, which is real short, is going to go a lot shallower than this bait. Not only is it the length of the lip, but it's also the angle at which the lip comes off the lure. As you can see, this one here has a real shallow angle, almost goes straight down. Particular baits like these, you know, this thing won't even go a foot, probably maybe 6 inches. They're what you call wake baits. So the shallower angled lips are going to be baits that don't dive as deep, as opposed to one like this that comes off straight off the face. It's real big and wide. This bait could go over 20 feet deep on a long cast. I have it set up going from left to right as far as depth. These are going to be, these couple here will go 6-8 inches at most. These few here with this style lip, I mean, they'll go maybe, I don't know, a few feet, 4 or 5 feet, 6 feet at the most, depending on the kind of line you're using. But you'll also notice these lures on the left, they have a different shape lip than all these other ones. These rounded lips like these are most common with your mid-range to your deeper crankbaits. The shallower ones a lot of times will have what they call square bill. These are square bill crankbaits, and you can see why they say that, because the bill is square shaped. But the main reason for that is the idea behind it is the square shape of the bill is better at deflecting off of cover, bouncing off the rocks and the wood. They think that square bill bounces off more and keeps you from getting snagged or hung up as often. That's just kind of a brief overview on crankbaits. We're just scratching the surface, like I said, and we can get into it in more depth and take a closer look at these later on. But just for now, I thought we'd just do a brief overview as kind of an introduction to crankbaits. So if you have any questions, feel free to contact the Eposeidon guys, and we'll be happy to help you. So thanks a lot.